Hello friend, it's my pleasure to welcome you to my channel Laser Graphics and Multimedia. My name is Rafi Yakub right here, and in today's video you are going to learn how to create this 3D logo in CorelDRAW step-by-step tutorial. But before I dive into the tutorial, if you are very new to this channel, please remember to hit on the subscribe. So let's begin. First thing you need to do is to go to your toolbar right here. Make sure you select your circle. After you select your circle, press Ctrl key down to draw your circle. Then you can always come to the circle property right here. For the width, type in 700. Then for the height, type in 700 and press Enter key on your keyboard. So you are going to have stuff like this. Next thing you need to do is to press Ctrl D to make a duplicate. Then the duplicate one, you have to come back to the property of the circle. At the width, make sure you type in 130. And then for the height also, make sure you type in 130 and press Enter key. You are going to have stuff like this. Next thing you need to do is to press P to centralize, and then select the big circle also, press P to centralize. So everything will be at the center of the page. Next thing you need to do is to select the small circle and press Shift key and select the big circle and press letter B on your keyboard and C. So this allows you to align everything at the bottom center. Next thing you need to do is to click on the circle, double click on the circle. When you double click on the circle, this allows you to have a rotation pane. Then the rotation pane snap to the center of the small circle this way. So you are going to have stuff like this. Next thing you need to do is to go to Window. Then from Window, go to Dockers. From Docker, go to Transform. From the points here, make sure your rotate is active. And then right here, make sure your angle is 60. Your copy should be 6 and click on Apply. So you are going to have a stuff like this, okay? So next thing you're going to do is to press Ctrl plus to zoom out and H to the move to, okay? So one more thing you can do here is to go back to your toolbar, click and hold down and make sure you choose virtual segment delete. Then you have to press hotkey on your keyboard and drag. Then make sure you cut it this way. Boom. So next thing you're going to do right here is to click and hold down, come to the smart fill right here and make sure you choose smart fill. Then you have to fill this point here. Okay. No, next thing you can do right here is to come down below here, make sure you right click to remove stroke, and then you can select on this particular circle here and make sure you make a duplicate of this circle. So for you to make a duplicate, just press Ctrl C to make a copy, then Ctrl V to paste. So you can just adjust it a little bit, press Shift key and drag in such a manner this way. Then you have to come to the top right here, drag it. Make sure it snaps to the edge, drag it from this point also and make sure it snaps to the edge of the circle. Next thing you can do is to click and hold down from the toolbar here, make sure you choose your smart fill again and you have to fill this point here. So you're going to have stuff like this. Next thing you can do, you can change the color to black so you'll be able to differentiate, and then come down here, make sure you right click. So finally, you can select this particular shape right here and press the Delete key on your keyboard. Then select the second circle, press the Delete key on your keyboard. Okay. You can press Ctrl minus to zoom in. So you're going to have a shape like this. Next thing you can do is to select the big shape and come down right here, click and hold down. Make sure you choose your interactive field. Having choose your interactive field, then you have to choose fonting. So once you choose fonting, you can adjust your gradients this way. Okay, so next thing you can do is to apply color to the logo. So you have to click on here. So you click on here, I'm going to use this particular blue color right here. I'll select my high color dropper, then I'm using this blue color right here. Boom. Then I have to come to the top right here, and then I will click on here now. Then I will use my high color dropper again, and then I'm going to pick on this particular. So next thing I'm going to do is to double click on the center point for me to add a node. So once you double click, and then you have to come here and make sure you change the color. So this time around, I'm going to use this particular cyan. So the color I use for this logo is blue and cyan. Then you have to double click again to add another node. So this time around, I will still make use of the same cyan. So I have to select my high color dropper again, and then I'm picking this cyan again. So finally, I can adjust my gradients based on the exactly what I'm going to achieve. So you can control your gradients Okay. Uh, right here, I can adjust it to the top, and then I can make sure I control this wheel. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is to select this particular black tiny shape. Okay. This one right here. Okay. So once you select it, you have to go back to your toolbar right here. Make sure you choose your interactive fill. So this time around, you have to make use of a copy fill. So I'm going to copy this particular fill right here. But one more thing I'm going to do here is to interchange the color. So you have to click on here this time around, and make sure you change this color to cyan. So we have to pick cyan right here. And then I will have to come down right here. And I will make sure I change this one also to cyan. Okay. Boom. So I have to come to the center, and I'll change this to blue. This blue right here. Then I have to select the second shape, second node, and then I will change to blue also. Blue. Good. So next thing I'm going to do is to select my logo shape. So press Shift key and select the big logo shape, and we can select everything, and we have to press select on this Shift key and select this. Then we have to come to the home tab right here and make sure we group. So you have to make sure that the two shapes have been grouped together. Next thing you can do is to double click on the logo shape, and then this time around you have to snap this rotation pin to the center. Once you snap rotation pin to the center, you have to come back to your transform window. Make sure your rotate is active, and then make sure your angle is 60. Make sure your copy is 6, and then you click on apply. So you are going to have stuff like this. So you can press Ctrl minus to zoom in. And then this time around, you have to select the logo shape. Press Shift key and select this one, and this one here, and this one here, and this one here. So you have to drag the logo shape out. So you can select all these particular shape right here. And this time around, when you select all these, and the next thing you need to do is to press the Delete key on your keyboard. So you have to select all this logo shape right here and press Ctrl J to group. Then you can press Shift key and resize your logo shape. And then you can press P to centralize the logo shape. So finally, you can come to the toolbar right here, select your circle. Having selected your circle, make a kind of a smaller circle at the bottom. Then fill it with black. And finally, you have to come here, make sure you choose transparent. You have to select your transparent tools, and then come to the top right here, make sure you choose fontaine, and finally you choose radial. Then you can select, go back to your move tool, and then one more thing you can do is to select everything this way and press letter C to align it properly. Then you can come to the toolbar right here, double click on the rectangle to create a page border. Then you can come here and fill it color with gray. You can come down below here and right click on here to remove the stroke. And finally, you can come here and make sure you close your transform window, and you can select all these now and press the delete key on keyboard. So you can press Ctrl plus and zoom out and see your 3D logo in CorelDRAW. So guys, this is how you can create this particular simple 3D logo step by step. I hope you guys find value for this video. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumb up, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tutorials like this in CorelDRAW. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.